drifting snow is making it difficult for crews to keep roads clear. We've had reports of several cars getting stuck. If you're leaving for work, plan plenty of extra time this morning. Roads are covered, some down to just one lane because of snow drifts. Many schools are already canceled this morning. We have those running at the bottom of your screen. Right now, we are under a winter weather advisory. In just a couple hours, a wind chill warning will set in. Meteorologist Matt Rudkin has been tracking these conditions and joins us now.
Yeah, the temperatures we're going to see over the next 48, 72 hours, very comparable to what we saw in early January. The difference is we do not have 15 inches of new snow on the ground. Nonetheless, the wind we're seeing now is making it just as bad outside.
Those snow drifts are incredible.
I have been coming to work here for 20 plus years. This time in the morning, I've never seen it like this. Yeah. It's amazing.
And some of the reports, 5, 7 feet. I mean, not even a four-wheel drive truck will get you through that. So extremely dangerous out there, especially those secondary roads between cornfields. That's where it's, the wind's really kicking up. Winter weather advisory is in effect. It expires at 7 p.m. Eastern time for areas north of US 30. If you live south of there, it expires at 1 o'clock. Basically, that's to take into account some of the lake effect that we're going to see today. Nothing significant, but enough to continue making the roads a little bit of a headache. Wind chill warning in effect for the entire region. Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, you name it. Everybody is going to get cold. That begins at 7 a.m. this morning, runs through midday on Wednesday. Let's take a look outside. Things have quieted down in Plymouth. You can see the visibility is a little bit better, but the temperature right around 4. We've fallen a good 30 degrees in the past about 12 hours. Other temperatures 9 in South Bend and Elkhart, 10 Benton Harbor, 3 in Warsaw. The winds, a huge issue, 20 to 30 miles an hour sustained with higher gusts. That makes it feel like it's double digits below zero. And these numbers are going to continue to fall. Your forecast for today will fall through the day. We'll be around 0 by lunchtime, 3 below 0 by 4 o'clock. Those are the actual air temperatures. Coming up in your full forecast, we'll show you how far we'll fall. We'll track that snow for you, and there is some relief in the 7-day. We'll have that as well coming up in a few minutes. Bob and Leanne.
Matt, thanks very much. Now, if you do have to go anywhere today, make sure you truly have to. Be sure to plan extra time, take it slow, and be prepared for the very real possibility of getting stuck somewhere. As you can imagine, with some drifts in our area at 10 to 10 feet deep, maybe 8 feet deep, a couple of feet common in many north-south roadways. Almost all of our counties are under some sort of a travel advisory this morning. That means conditions can be life-threatening and only essential travel, like to and from work for an emergency, is recommended in the watch areas. For Fulton County, you can see a travel warning is going to be taking place. In fact, already is in place. And shortly here at 6 o'clock, Marshall County will be under the very same status. Only emergency management workers should be on the road. None of the north of the state line counties will be under this very significant travel advisories, but we're still hearing of some of the biggest drifts, places like Cass County. Even still, police are asking everyone to stay off the roads as much as possible. Nearly every school in our region is affected today, with most of them canceled, but not quite all. Some are already canceling for tomorrow as well. The first school to cancel for both Monday and Tuesday this week, like Valparaiso University. It made the decision Saturday night. It helps that the school has its own meteorology department to see what's coming. But that horrible pileup on I-94 last week was also a factor for students and staff who have to drive to campus.
It's really a matter of safety. We found it very valuable to cancel classes at the beginning of the semester when polar vortex round 1 was occurring and a lot of the roadways were shut down. Recent days have shown many car crashes on the expressways leading to the university.
If you aren't seeing your school at the bottom of the screen, keep in mind we do have the full list of closings on our website, WSBT.com, and our free WSBT smartphone app.
South Bend City street crews have had their hands full the last couple of days trying to clear roads while dealing with this blowing and drifting snow. Since Friday, crews have been working around the clock to plow roads. The system they work under calls for them to first take care of the main roads that carry the majority of the traffic that interconnect with the neighborhoods. Then they go to secondary traffic ways, such as bus routes. From there, they head to residential neighborhoods where they make one pass through in the interest of time in order to get to other neighborhoods quickly.
Our guys are working around the clock. There's never a time where the trucks are all down at one time other than a shift change, which that usually is anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. So at any given time, we have at least 35 to 45 vehicles out on the street plowing snow.
And just to keep everything in perspective, this weekend marks the 36th anniversary of the blizzard of 1978. It was one of the most powerful storms on record, dumping 3 feet of snow in South Bend over 4 days. Winds were 55 miles per hour, making for wind chills of 50 below. Does that make you feel better? I don't know. Be sure to stay with WSBT on air and online for continuing coverage as we brace for another round of brutally cold sub-zero temps. Throughout the morning, we will have updates on school closings and travel advisories.